Well, joining me now is the man in charge of setting the Republicans' message. He is House Republican Conference Chairman Mike Pence, joining us in studio. Nice to see you, Congressman.
Thank you, Jenna.
Let's talk a little bit about the tax cuts. Congressman Boehner came out and said he was willing to compromise, or at least gave the opening for some compromise in the House. Did that change or alter the message you were trying to put forward from the Republican Party?
Well, Jenna, let me be clear. House Republican leaders and I think Republicans in the House and Senate are united in our position that the last thing you want to do during the worst economy in 25 years is raise taxes on anybody. What John Boehner said in the middle of last week, I think represents a good faith bipartisan compromise. We said, look, to the administration and to Democrats, let's cut spending back to 2008 levels. That'd save a significant amount of money in a very short period of time. But then let's do at least a 2-year extension on the existing tax relief from 2001 and 2003.
And that would be the point, that you'd be willing to compromise as well on
well, look,
taxes?
I'd be willing to fight the issue on the issue of whether we raise taxes 2 years down the road. I just think no American should face a tax increase in the city or on the farm during the worst economy in 25 years. That's John Boehner's position. That's the Republican position, and we're going to fight for that hard in the coming weeks.
It seems that you are very united. It's as far as talking about these tax cuts and saying you do not want the tax cuts for the wealthy to expire. But what are your concerns, your real concerns about being viewed legitimately as the party of no and slowing down the political process?
Well, look, you know, what we're seeing here with the playing of politics with John Boehner's comments on Sunday morning by the White House and saying that he changed his, all of this is just politics as usual. The reality is, back in Indiana, all over this country, Jenna, people are hurting. The economic policies of this administration have failed, and the American people know that not only do we need to preserve existing tax relief, but we ought to be promoting more tax relief to create jobs. But at least let's compromise, let's agree to keep the tax laws where they are today and not allow any business in the city and on the farm to see a tax hike in January.
We appreciate you joining us. How do you think Notre Dame's going to do this year?
I think they're looking good.
You want to stay away from football, stick to politics. Congressman, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll be right back with more.